we've shown resiliency all year, even though we haven't been very good. And, we got beat up pretty good at LaSalle, and I thought our guys really came back and played really, really hard today. With great focus, and we got up on a team that was fighting to get into the tournament, and I think we just showed our youth not being able to finish a game. Obviously, you can't miss 15 free throws, and we missed a ton of them down the stretch. We just left the door open for a team to come back and win the game, and then they took it. We had 20 turnovers and 15 missed free throws, and that's really hard to overcome, especially the ones that occurred late.
There was a point you were up 17, and it seemed like the game was pretty well in hand in a lot of ways, and then it was the thing where it slipped away, and it seemed like they started going into Braswell or something, and you guys were having a hard time stopping. Is that sort of how they changed the game?
Yeah, I thought. That's what they do. They pound it inside. They lead the league in points in the paint. I thought we did a good job early of really crowding that area. Now they come in with Braswell, who's an all-league player, and he really took over that game late. And we tried. We went with multiple. Obviously, you saw we went with Andre. We went with Andre's quickness. We went with Martin's size. We went with Kadeem, who's actually our stronger, best low post defender. We were a little slow crowding the post. Then we went 2-3 zone to try to get them away from it, and he still got touches in there. And it changed the flow of the game. I think more so it changed the flow is they started coming after us and pressuring us. Derek Coulter picked up his 4th foul, so our ball handler, the one that we really have, is out of the game, and I thought they made a little run in that sequence too. But again, it still comes down to we still could have won that game if we didn't leave so many free throws out there, and we had some key turnovers late.
Is that offensively pretty much when they were making their run, just you make some free throws, you keep the lead? Is that? That's the simple part of the basketball game, because they weren't letting us run offense. They were really being physical, trying to steal it or foul. And we got to the foul line. We got there 36 times. You can't miss 15 of them. If we just make our free throws, I think that's really what it came down to. It wasn't like we shot 59% in the second half. It's not like we were missing a ton of shots. It was more the opportunity to score was the free throws, and we left them out there. The ones late become more magnified, but the ones in the middle are just as bad. Sort of the way your whole season is going in a lot of ways, but going down the stretch in the final minute of regulation, 2 freshmen step up and hit huge threes.
Yeah, we did.
And you just couldn't, I guess it's good for the future, but right now.
Yeah, it hurts. It's just been a really disappointing year. But to be quite honest, it's not much different than what I expected. It's just hard living through it. We're playing freshmen. Our lack of ball handling showed tonight. And it's something, like I said to the kids, you got to learn from every game. And on this one, I know it really hurts, but we have to learn is that you can never leave the door open for an opponent to come back and make plays, and we certainly did that tonight. And it's been a long year, and we've learned a lot from losing. So we got to stop losing and start learning from winning, and hopefully these experiences will help us.
Last one, obviously you want to win at home, and you guys weren't able to do that in the
Yeah.
Talk about that. You talk about goals for next year. That's a pretty easy one to put on.
Yeah, well, we're going to have a completely different team next year, so we'll talk about those goals later. Just winning in the Atlantic 10, I don't give a win at home or win on the road or win in a parking lot. It was very challenging this year, I think, with the discrepancy in the talent level that we've had. And we were close in a lot of games. We were close. Chris Braswell took this one over, and we really haven't had that go-to guy to take something over, and then that's why we have to make our free throws. That's why we can't turn the ball over, and the margin of error, like we talked about all year, is really small. And again, it showed again tonight.